International travel can be overwhelming, especially when you're headed somewhere completely new. My journey to Moshi, Tanzania began with a long haul flight through Washington, D.C., then Ethiopia, before finally landing at Kilimanjaro International Airport over 24 hours later. I learned a few things along the way, like trusting my gut. My e visa never processed, and I had to pay again another $100 for a visa on arrival. Ironically, it was faster to do that than the online option. Stepping out into the Tanzanian air felt surreal. My driver was waiting for me outside the airport, and soon we were bumping along a dirt road toward Lindren Lodge, which would be my home base before the climb. As we approached the lodge, I was a little underwhelmed, but as the gates opened, it revealed a lush oasis, absolutely brimming with other hikers and travelers. The energy was electric, with people standing around, gearing up, swapping stories, preparing for adventures, loading and unloading baggage. It was clear that most of the people here were here to do the same thing I was. The next morning, I set out with two fellow travelers to visit a Maasai village. It was an experience unlike anything I'd ever known. The Maasai welcomed us warmly. Inside one of their traditional homes, built from soil, water, and cow dung, we sat around a small fire as our host, a woman named Rose, shared insights into her daily life. She carefully dressed us in Maasai fabric and adorned us with beautiful handmade jewelry. We then toured the village, watching young children help with chores, the small hands guiding goats across the land. The Maasai are traditionally nomadic, but this village has settled here about a decade ago, choosing to stay in one place. Then came the dancing. Along with dancing, the Maasai shared another aspect of their culture with us, which was the art of making fire. The Maasai use hand drilling to make fire. They don't use like tools or lighters, just the sticks that they can find in their village and on the land that they work. And they work together as a team to drill and get a spark so that they can get flame and build fires for the village. Another part of Maasai culture that we got to witness was a jumping competition. One of our guides explained to us that this is part of like a matrimonial celebration. The young men jump, and it's in jest and it's all in fun, but it's kind of a competition for them in order to impress women, because after this celebration they will be matched with a wife. But the most powerful moment came at the end. We met a village elder, 109 years old, his frame lean but strong. He walked with a cane, but his presence was commanding. We were asked to sit on the ground, and behind us, Maasai mamas placed their hands on our shoulders and showed us how to accept the blessing we were about to receive. The elders chanted a blessing, summoning the spirit of Kilimanjaro to protect us on our climb. They sprinkled blessed water over us and adorned our wrists with bracelets dipped in the sacred water. You will make it to the top, they promised us. Before we left, we explored a small market where Maasai women sold their handcrafted jewelry. I took home a few pieces, tangible reminders of the experience and the lessons it carried. While I don't think I'll be drinking cow's blood anytime soon, and I'd rather live in a house made of wood or brick than cow dung, I think there is something to be said for their simple, connected way of life. It made me reflect on what's really important. Later that afternoon, we visited a hot spring, a hidden oasis in the Tanzanian heat. The water wasn't exactly hot, but it was perfect for swimming. A local man with intricately beaded dreadlocks struck up a conversation with me, and after a quick game of water volleyball, he gifted me a bead, straight out of his own hair, threading it onto one of my locks. Two other men soon joined us, curious about my journey and wanting to touch my hair. Before I knew it, they were sewing tiny seashells into my dreadlocks, offering their own blessings for the upcoming climb. As the day wound down, we grabbed a meal at a roadside eatery, grilled fresh in front of us as stray dogs wandered around begging for scraps. This was hands down one of the best meals I've had anywhere in the world. I can still taste it to this day. This journey is already shaping up to be absolutely unforgettable. From the chaos of travel to the warmth of the Maasai and the unexpected kindness and connection with strangers, Tanzania has already left its mark on me, and this is only the beginning. Up next, I'll visit an incredible waterfall, tour a coffee farm, and then starts my 7-day climb to summit Africa's highest peak. After that, I'm going to visit a really incredible wildlife sanctuary, and spoiler alert, I get to pet lions. So stay tuned. The real adventure is just getting started.